Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Wolverines will get us underway with the opening kickoff. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Rutgers offense will have the first crack at it in this one. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape, because that was not pretty. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays, and so
breaks into the open. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. Sends him back in motion. They'll run it from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Scarlet Knights headed quickly to the line. DB's right up on the receivers. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get him the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him.
Lost one deep down the right side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. The Scarlet Knights will punt this one away. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. So the Michigan Wolverines offense will get the ball for the first time. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interesting to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him, and if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense.
I think he should continue to be the focal point, but I do think they have to move him around. You got to show some different looks, some different formations, get him in motion, stack releases, find him some access, because there's no doubt this guy can run routes, he can catch the football, he's dangerous after he has the football. So let's see some added wrinkles in what this offense and how they take the next step based on what he did last time.
So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. Quick completion on the out.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. Third and long. You bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. Get to have a little fun. Go get the quarterback.
Got his man on the right. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. And the Wolverines are flying down the field. Here comes the option. Now the pitch. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Pulls it in. It's Woods. Inside the 15. Out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Under fire. Grab behind the line. It's Woods. Touchdown, Michigan. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one.
The screen game is such a big part of this offense. A nice job by the quarterback holding on to it until the last possible second, and the O-line getting downfield, picking up their blocks. They make it about as easy as they can for this running back to find the end zone.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, we know this offense obviously really struggled there last time out. And they knew coming into this one they would have to be better at running the football, and that just has not happened in this game. They're simply not physical enough offensively at this point.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Scarlet Knights will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He's got it. Lowers those pads. Touchdown Wolverines! Stealing a score on special teams. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
Man, that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turning on the gas. Great job, great return.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. He'll keep it himself. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. The Scarlet Knights want to crank the tempo.
Yeah, and this offense, man, you got to do a better job blocking. And I tell you what, that's kind of been a theme throughout the season. They haven't been high-powered. They haven't really figured out who they are yet. And they still got time. The season's not over yet, but this offense still in identity mode.
And the Scarlet Knights really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. From the gun, to give, looking for room. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. The Scarlet Knights send out the punt unit. He'll take it on the return. Quick step and go. Touchdown, Michigan! Special teams proving to be special. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And, Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
And this offense is searching, man. They're trying to find something. Last week, they did nothing. They got nothing going. Looked really, really poor. This week, starting a little sluggish. They got to find something they can hang their hat on and something they can build off of for this offense.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It'll be 3rd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Scarlet Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They'll start this drive from the 42. Going right to work up top. Trying to burn this defensive back. Hits him in stride of he slide, find his way, and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They really have.
And the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster.
Kick returners just have to do a better job knowing where they are on the field and what the situation is. That's a ball you got to let go through the end zone. That's a touchback. Instead, you're trying to be the hero, and now you've done yourself more harm than good. The offense starting in terrible field position.
They'll try the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, not great blocking up front. They're struggling to get the running game going. And tell you what, they got to find something. Last week it was a bad performance, and this offense has got to get some momentum early in this game and find something that they do really, really well and someone they can count on.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Now they'll run the draw. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
I like the idea of going draw there. You're trying to sell pass, but you still need to do a better job up front executing those blocks. There's too many one-on-ones where they got beat, and as a result, they suffer a negative play.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Fires on the move. Complete to the right. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. The Scarlet Knights are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's picked off, and another empty drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Motion from the wideout. Here's the handoff. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. From the 33, it's 1st and 10.
Cooler 18! Cooler 18! Military stop! Darts!
From the gun, running back on the move. Finds a crease at the 20. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10. And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Been showing them the run, now they'll throw it. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Michigan! And they take it in for 6 more points.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
On that RPO play, I don't hate the decision by the quarterback not to hand it off and throw it deep down the field. I just don't like the throw. Not an accurate throw. He never got his feet back underneath him after riding the running back and not handing it off. He's got to do a better job with his fundamentals to hit that throw because that play was there to be made.
They'll go to the ground. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. And the Scarlet Knights will punt it away on 4th down. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense.
Here we go.
The run from the shotgun.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Snagged out of the air. On the move at the 30. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. Just outside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. A little floater there that falls incomplete.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Makes a grab past the marker. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on. Touchdown, Wolverines! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The corners are walked up tight. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. The Scarlet Knights will hustle to the line. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Firing to the right, complete. There he goes. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game, marking up the 47. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. The quick out. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. Wants to go up top. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they will score! Touchdown, Scarlet Knights!
You got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes the momentum in this game for the offense. It had been tough. They were up against it here early in the game, but the quarterback now starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Really nice touch and throw on that touchdown. And here we go. This might be the play that gives them their confidence.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So here comes the Michigan offense. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
And why would they want to stop at this point? Everything they've dialed up, they've been able to execute, throwing and running the football, Dave.
And how critical is it for this defense to get a stop? Down right now before the half. They can create some momentum on their side by getting a stop before the half.
Wants to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Woods. Still on his feet at the 45. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Wants to fire on second down. Grab near the sticks. It's Williams. Touchdown, Michigan! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And man, the defense.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
The give from the gun. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The offense changing the play. Looking downfield on first down. Looking deep. It's complete. They will. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. He wants to take the top off. Snags it on the right. Wide open. And he slipped through the crowd. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They think there's room to run to the right here. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
3rd and goal, the offense still trying to run the football here, and how about the individual effort up front by this defender, getting penetration and now setting up 4th down.
Touchdown, Wolverine! Offense in a bunch formation. Using his legs, it's Woods. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They get him on the ground at the 36 after a pickup of 5. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Gets it to him on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Getting up close to midfield, gets it to the 48-yard line before being run out of bounds.
And we've already seen this QB have success throwing the football down the field. How about the variety to his game? Now you run the option, you make the right read, get it to your pitch man where he can get upfield, get some extra yards. He's in the zone right now.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Wolverines with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The sure hands, it's Williams. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. He is having a day. Already visited the end zone 3 times, and he might get back there again soon, David.
I mean, just crazy. He's getting open. They haven't had an answer for him. You think it's...
Oh, he's got some space. Got enough space. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they wanted. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. On the move. Got the 1st down. Looking for more. There he goes to the left. And they're going to score again. Complete to start this drive. Got room at the 35. There he goes. The 20. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a 1st down.
A lot of times when you go to the stat sheet after the game, defenses are going to look at explosive plays. Like, we're taught to be top down, stay deep, don't give up those big plays, make them earn it all the way down the field. Bad job giving up the big play in the passing game.
They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on